How's it going? What is today? Tuesday. Last day of January. Last Tuesday of January, dude. I just finished reacting to some stuff, and now I'm gonna react to some stuff with you. Crazy. Crazy developments. I keep getting hecka copyrighted for reacting to TikToks, which makes a lot of sense because there's a lot of music in those videos, and music is contraband and the devil. Speaking of the devil, you guys heard of MrBeast? No way, the cleanest freaking intro. Fix Facts Gaming, what up dog? Claw and Gojira, Royal Pain, the boys. I am back, and I do have a back, and I am a grown adult, in case anyone was asking. You guys smash that MF like button. Welcome to the stream, I appreciate you. You're the best. What up, Sam? You are the best, because you got my name in your name, and I appreciate you. Where is the chat, though? Where do the chat be, though? It's right here, but it's also not here. I don't know. It seems to be broken. I need to fix that. Maybe later. But what's up, boys? Brian? Water? Walter? Little Villain? Girly Gamer Summer? Eagles or Chiefs? Definitely the Eagles, only because... Oh, there's my chat. I don't know what's wrong with it. Either way. Donovan loves the Eagles. He's got a sweatshirt. It's basically like a tattoo on his chest. So, whoever's not them, honestly. You have Discord, what I can make survival craft skin? Yeah, there's a link to the Discord on my Twitch page. We're live on Twitch and YouTube right now, boys. Like usual. But just saying it, you know, for posterity. You know what's unusual to me? Mountain Dew. I don't drink that garbage, but I'm going to today. Because what is this? This is pitch black. And it's not. But it says it is. It's been a long time since I've drinking a suspicious liquid out of a can. I tried to kick the habit, you know? That's not true at all. I've just been drinking the same ones over and over. It got redundant. But this one's pitch black, but it's also purple, and it's Mountain Dew, and it's... I feel like Mountain Dew really does a lot. Lonnie, do the do? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Fret not. It's being done, and I don't normally do that kind of stuff. All right, Mountain Dew energy for the gamers, for the immune system, for the mental. This is good for your brain? I doubt it. What is it supposed to taste like? 2 cups of coffee? Caffeine equal to? It says 180 milligrams. Maybe 2 cups of coffee to some people, I guess. If those people were lame-os who didn't make strong coffee or good coffee and liked drinking berry pitch black. Pitch black berries. I guess blackberries are a thing. What up, Caleb? What up, Sour Arctic Fox? Wasn't it a thing before that existed and then it got discontinued? I believe there is some lore. I'm not caught up, nor am I interested. I'd be okay if this went away again. It's just okay. But I mean, it's soda. It do be liquid sugar, so it's got that going for it. All right, guys, quit messing around because there's something serious we got to talk about. Dude, MrBeast is a bad man. He gave some people some eyesight, which has shined the greater light not only on the earth for those 1,000 people or whatever it was. I think it was 1,000. I haven't watched the video yet. Maybe it's all made up. Maybe it's clickbait. He didn't actually do that. Could you imagine? You watched the Scream 4 trailer? No. But I have watched the Scream 4 movie. So I feel like I've seen it. I haven't seen you in a while. Haven't seen you in a while either, Caleb. How are the kids? How's your wife? What was I saying about MrBeast? Oh, he's a generous man, and people are pissed off because he gave people sight for content, which is valid, because I feel like if Jake Paul did that, people would be pissed off.
And this video
but you know, at the end of the day, probably pretty lit of a thing to do.
It's gonna be crazy.
Most of us see the world like this.
But I haven't watched it, so let's freaking see.
Here's the thing, 200 million people see the world like this. But
that's more so.
I just made it one less.
Oh.
God dang, god dang.
Wow.
She's just one of 1,000 blind people we helped from around the world.
They can't
Stream watching game has went down again. What up, Anea?
Yep, half of all the blindness in the world is.
I won't hold it against you. Just don't let it happen again, okay? Nah, I'm only joking. Hope you've been well, dog. Happy New Year. If it, I'm sure I've already said that. It's freaking almost February. Sorry, I'm talking over the miracle of sight right now.
If you're wondering how the surgery allows people to see again, it's because the lens in their eye got so cloudy that they can't see through it. So the surgeon uses a tiny vacuum to suck up the clouded lens.
Whoa, it's sucking.
He almost made that seem okay, and like it didn't hurt me to hear about.
They can see again.
Do you like gamers? Just watched this morning before breakfast on the dining hall, actually. Nice, nice. I don't know if I've ever watched a MrBeast video, but this is seems like a good one.
Seriously?
You know what? Here's $10,000. Make your day even better.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy seems like a real tool, to be honest. I can see what those guys are talking about on Twitter.
180 lives left to change.
There's my watch. I've never seen it before.
Oh my God.
I had night blindness.
He was just wearing it for the swag.
That you just deal with in life.
I'm Nolan, by the way.
I'm Carl.
You're
Or he was
Carl?
just
I know a guy
poker
named Carl.
facing
Not
his
a
way
good
through
guy.
life, being like, I will definitely be able to see this watch someday, and it's gonna be sick, I imagine.
What's it like? What do you see?
Blur.
How long have you not been able to work for?
4 months.
Did you hear about the cross-eyed teacher? She couldn't control her pupils.
I'm gonna need anesthetic.
I have heard that, actually. My dad just interrupted the stream.
Oh man. No
How could he?
clouding, there's no
Mr.
blurring.
Renea.
Oh, it's perfect.
Now, what's it like?
I can see everything.
This is so fast-paced, it feels like not real.
Our next patient is Charlie. You're not able to read any of this text on
True,
the TV?
true. W-Dad, W-Dad.
Or something, I think.
He won't know he won.
Also, I got you
tenure
confused with
after
Anea, my
surgery.
bad.
I can't wait to see his reaction.
Charlie sees
similar
everything like
profile
this, and
picture
it's made him and
colors
his
going
family's
on.
life extremely difficult.
I was a cashier. My eyes was getting so bad I couldn't see how much the money to give back. I just want to get my vision back so I can go back to work.
You're gonna be really happy after this surgery.
We'll see after it.
Trust me, you will see.
When patients go into surgery, there's a chance that they can get their
What up,
life
Jack
back.
Ween?
And for Charlie, if the surgery goes well, he can go back to work. What's it like?
Do they say how expensive the surgery is, I wonder?
See if you can read it now. What does this say?
You just won $10,000.
Here you go.
Oh my gosh. It feels good. God,
Mr. Beast,
I'll
give
never
me
be able
money.
to see again.
Thank you all so much.
I don't want to lose none of it.
I'll hold on to it.
Oh no, I'll hold on to it.
Donnie, Dr. Nolan.
I trusted you enough up until this point, wife. It won't be happening any longer as much. Consider it part of the miracle.
Wow.
And that just haven't been me for the last 62 years. I can actually see your face.
That's crazy.
I actually feel oddly comfortable making some jokes about this video because I know that there will be people on Twitter who have said more ridiculous things about this video than I will have inside of me.
When you come out of the surgery, what's the first thing that you're excited to see?
My son.
Apparently
he's
people on
been
Twitter are
my
mad
rock
because they
through
said he
all
was
of
just
this.
doing it for
Before
views,
the
which views are not. He cured 1,000 blind people. Yeah, that's. I feel like it's definitely does more
Seeing
good than
him,
harm.
Seeing his face, that's what I miss.
I do understand people being upset that people just don't have access to this surgery anyway. That makes sense to me. But even that's a W because now people are more vocally
you're
upset
good,
about it,
man.
which
You're
hopefully
good.
will
You're
lead
really
to
good, man.
change and more
Oh
accessible
my God, man.
medical stuff.
There you go.
I don't have
See
emotions, so
everybody
this doesn't mean much to me, but I'll keep it playing for you
A little
guys.
blurry with my tears coming out.
Yeah, I think I just drink like Mountain Dew. I usually don't cry or like
Okay.
feel.
Yeah, I've been subscribed to you for like 11 years.
Really? Oh my gosh. Jeremiah has been blind in his right eye since he was born, and it's affected his
Dang.
vision his entire life. Are you excited to be able to see out of both?
Hopefully, if the surgery goes that way.
Because Jeremiah was born with cataracts, his right eye never received light. And that means that this surgery only has a 50% chance of working. I think we go ahead and get it underway and then we'll just talk post-op. And while Jeremiah's
gonna do the surgery?
was underway, I met another young man named Satchel.
Did they tell you I was gonna be here?
No.
Good. He had poor vision from birth and almost lost his entire vision after
Mr. Beast
a
is
go-karting
canceled on
accident.
Twitter, but
Oh,
don't
he
worry,
seems
he's
like
also
blood
running
color.
for
I can
president, so the
barely
boy
see,
is
like,
getting
his
some
face.
dubs.
Obviously, you can't drive, right?
No, I cannot.
And this is the real reason why we're doing this. Blindness can take away parts of your life.
And you know, I want to drive. Since I can't drive, I'm just at home.
Good luck. We'll see you after the procedure. He mentioned multiple times he really wants to drive.
What up,
after this
Carson?
Procedure fixes his
Dr.
eyesight.
Hook
So I'll see
Nolan.
you at the end of the video when we surprise him with a brand
Stay
new Tesla.
doilish.
But
Appreciate
first,
you, dog.
Let's see if
Thanks for watching the old videos. Hope you've been well. Addicted to Mr. Beast clip going
How'd it
around from
go?
epic rap battles. Oh, yeah, that keeps
Yeah,
coming
are
up
you
in my
excited?
recommended too. I do not understand it, but also do. But also don't, and don't want to.
Take your time. No pressure.
Everything looks so more clear.
Yeah. To make this day even more special, since you're about to graduate high school and go to college, we wanted to give you $50,000.
Mr. Beast, please, they're having a
to put towards
moment,
college.
please. Keep your comedically large money away from them. You've done enough. Stop giving.
Like I'm waiting to wake up.
You're starting to piss people off. Actually true. What up, Bryce? Breezy, Shaquille O'Neal, MRFer. Hope you're doing well, Doc. The man, the myth, the legend. Maddie Gordon. What up, dog?
It's kind of great.
It's casual, though.
How are you
feeling? Casual.
How's life been now?
It's been good, you know. I be like looking at the cars and I'm like, wow, I can see that car all the way over there.
Stop trying to wipe their tears with your dollar bills. We get it. You don't want it.
Do you mind putting on this blindfold?
Hold on.
I know it's a little ironic that
Wait,
we're
what?
in the surgery. Satchel, take off your blindfold.
Maybe they're mad at him for that. Oh, they hit him with the car.
Brand new Tesla.
Filthy pranked. I'm Mr. Beast, but Mr. Beast pranked. What's up, Andrew? Hope you're doing well,
I
dog.
cannot put into words how I feel right now.
Have you ever driven a car before?
No.
I love how we're letting
I'm trying to deflect the miracle these guys are experiencing.
Wait, there's one cone you should hit.
Don't hit the cone.
Oh, God. Wait, did you guys need someone to play the cone? I'd love to play the cone. I've always wanted to be in a Mr. Beast video and get hit by a car.
So not only are we helping people here in
Vehicular
America, but we're also
manslaughter.
going to other places around the world. Because unfortunately, nearly half the population with curable blindness doesn't have access to this surgery. So I wanted to provide this to as many people as possible.
I hate the doctor. Even in Honduras, even in Indonesia. Bring the doctor to Brazil. Just kidding, they got their own.
I can see.
As a thank you, because you were just so gracious in this video, we want to make a $100,000
Tell them the
donation.
app
It'll bring sight
IMVU
to
doesn't even
thousands of
exist
people.
anymore. That's from like 1995. What's up, BFJ? Hope you're doing well today. Mr. Beast.
Thank you, Mr. Beast. Thank you.
All right, this is getting old now. Does he have any other ideas for videos? Kind of falling off, but I get it. Pretty cool vid. Might subscribe to this guy. He's really starting to catch my interest. He might have a future in this. All right, well, at least now I know what people were upset about. They were mad because they could not see the vision. Do you remember me, Simon Long? You're the longest Simon I've ever seen. Quite the specimen. Hope you're doing well today, dog. On this beautiful Tuesday night. Blackbird RX, what up, dog? What's the move? What's the vibes? Hope you have done reacting to my channel. All right, let me freaking... Oh, yeah, I always try and then it doesn't work on the restream chat. Hold on, let me get on here. How does one find Lonniedos live stream? There it is. Get the pop-out chat. Get the show hide with the dirty words. Get the live chat. Get the click the names. Can you cure my AIDS? I cannot, but maybe Mr. Beast can. I don't know. Truthfully, I do not know. I'm knowing more as a byproduct of watching him, apparently. Betty Crocker. She's the goated on the cakes guy. I kind of forgot what I was doing. All right. Opening a game? Good idea. All right, let's see what this game is, actually. This is not what I had planned, but that is fine, because I had nothing planned except the Mr. Beast thing. Imagine Betsying my Crocker. What the hell is Ubisoft Connect? I mean, I'd love to log in with that. Cancel on Twitter is being based. But yeah, I saw people were also saying that it was some demonic stuff. I don't know if they're just twisting the narrative at that point, or if there's actually something religious you could say to make that make sense to me. I'm not sure. But this is the Scott Pilgrim video game, completely unrelated. My brother and my friend gave me THC gummies. Poggers. Oops, I don't need to do that. I need to do this. I think I bought this because it was on sale, but Scott Pilgrim is one of my favorite movies, and I've never played this game before, so friggin' let's go. Or maybe it came out on Steam recently. That could be. Winners don't eat meat? I didn't know that. I never knew. Finna start strumming? Hell yeah, Zanny Jar. This looks kind of cool. I think this is like a fighting game or something. I'm gonna fight Ramona. With my mouth. Why is it so quiet? Because we're in love? It's telling me a story. Doesn't want to wake me up while it does it. I understand. That makes sense. I gotta defeat the 7 evil boyfriend. Released in like 2021. Scott Pilgrim, the game? From the movie? From the Michael Cera? From the books? I haven't read the books either. Only from the Michael Cera. Alright, how do I make this not quiet? This one? There we go. Ooh. Yar? Or nar? Yar? He's back! Where did he go? Okay. Swag. Whatever. Alright, let's freaking see what this bad boy is. Do I play this with the keyboard? I mean, that's fine, I guess. Do you even want to see me? Maybe it doesn't know what it wants from me. Like that? Whoa. Okay, perfect. The books are good and better than the movie? Big if true. I think I have the first book. I have one of them. Someday I'll learn to read. I'm sure it's worth it. Snowy Taranto. Do you want to see my big show? I've got to go. I have no idea what I'm doing. Hold on. What are the controls? How do you beat people up? Oh god, no. Uh-oh. He's dead. Okay, hold on. Move list? D? Excuse me? Oh, I don't have these anyway. Perfect. What up, Rocky Mousy? How's it going, dog? Controls. Oh, Xbox? Does it not want to do it because this is not Xbox? Are you threatening me, sir? Or is this not working? I don't know. Keyboard. That's its own thing, so I guess I'll just do that. Perfect. Stan Helen Keller? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't remember. I wouldn't say Stan. I guess I would know if I was Stan. Guess that answers itself. All right. I just looked at it, but I also didn't look at it, and also resume game. Perfect. Soon as I found out which buttons can hurt this guy with the shutter shades on, I will be using them. And a lot. And many times. Whoa. Somehow didn't think this game would be so quiet or keyboard adjacent. Keyboard bound. But it's okay. This seems to be going just fine. I'm going to leave the money over there. Can I go faster? I got a lot of questions. Oh, there we go. Perfect. And then they're going to put me in my place, humble me real quick. This Frankenstein-looking guy from the movie. Oh, I guess we're not going by the movie rules. Maybe Frankenstein guy's in the book. Your movie is trash, he'd probably say to me while I hit him with the trash can and then take a long nap. God damn. Wait, what do you mean, JKLMNOP? What do you mean? Did that guy just text me? I don't understand these references. It makes no sense. This is what happens when you cross-pollinate too many medias into one thing. It's a game about a book about a movie that I don't even understand or if Michael Cera's even involved. And I got 85 cents to my name. And I'm beating up Frankenstein. Time to go. Time to go. Give me this. How do I pick this up? There's got to be a way. Otherwise, it wouldn't be there. God, you piece of shit. What the? I don't need a baseball bat. That's probably for them to pick up, not me. Damn it. All right, hold on. Let me just take a closer look here at the hidden away agenda. W, S, A, D, move. Perfect, easy. Jump is J, perfect, easy. K, block, I'll never use that, perfect. Remove that finger. L, strong. I, so L and I are seeming more useful than I would have expected. And O. All the vowels. L, I, and O. Can't spell a word without them. Anyways, here's my super attack. It's Trash Boy. It's Trash Boy. What the fuck? What is going on? Stop loving my garbage. Yeah, come back here, guy. You're not safe over there. Now that I know where the buttons are at. Dripping, sopping, so much water? Is that what you're referencing? Oh, God. Or just water from Earth. That guy's 70% in a cage right now. Okay, this is fine. No, it's not. It is now. Because that's not gonna happen again. You really die for so long. And so... oh, in the hole. He's going in the hole. That's it. In the hole. That's it. If you're my enemy, in the hole. That's it. If you got the no sign, in the hole. Definitely in the hole. 100% in there. Damn it. Stop dancing. Wait, what? Never mind. Doesn't matter. In the hole. Ah! Huge guy! Fedora! Huge fedora guy. I don't even know what I'm doing here, but it's fine. I'm defending myself. That's all that matters. Oh, shit. Come on. Come on. Come on. I forgive. I remember which one was the block button. Don't even worry about it. Come on. You motherfucker. All right. Run the other way. New strategy. Run the other way. Just pick something up. You gotta pick something up. You gotta want it. Okay, perfect. He didn't. I summoned my friend, who does nothing. And I did 1 damage. I tipped his fedora. What the fuck does that do? Stop loving me! Why am I not punching this dude? God damn it. All I know how to do is call for backup. All I know how to do is make peace. Fuck! and down the hole again. Twitch on my TV so I can watch you on my TV. That's what it's for. Hell yeah. Love to hear it. Oh, I'll try not to make you proud. I mean, I'll try to make you proud. I'll try to love this guy straight in that hole one of these times. There it is. Quick attack, quick attack. There we go, there we go. That's what we needed. I just needed to remember the punch button. And don't let him punch me ever. And he's dead now. That's $3 worth of murder, at least. I'm yelling timber. Pick him up. Take him for a walk. Nope, pick him up. Stop doing that. God dang it. It's the worst. It's the worst. Stop it. Seek help. Who's this guy? A friend of yours? I'm gonna punch him in the tummy. What up, Gaga Man Pancake? Hope you're doing well, dog. Trans-Canadian World. Happy Tuesday. Oh, God. It's just another beautiful Tuesday in Canada where I'm learning moves, which is, like that. Totally. Okay, it only works to the left. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. He's dead. I've killed him. Nope, he's alive. I was lied to. By myself. Can you please get in my arms, kind friend? I'm a scary guy. Why the hell would I need money in this two-dimensional world? More money, more problems. That's why I keep my net worth around $3 at all times. Gotta be cold out there, young man. I love murder. Who doesn't? Okay, I got a bat. I got a beer. And I got some bad ideas for this Frankenstein mother hecker. He's just got kind of a square head. I'm being kind of harsh, judgmental. But it's a game about beating people up. I gotta start with their spirit. I gotta start by being cold like Minnesota, like Toronto, like my emotional... how I'm treating these guys. Like my lack of empathy towards this gang of gentlemen. Gang of Canadian gentlemen who all look the same. Just fucking... what do you just stop it. You didn't even use the bat right. That's probably what a Canadian would do. Don't know how to play baseball. All you know is jump on pop. All you know is JKLOL, jump on the dog pile on Michael Cera. Holy hell. $5. I'm getting too expensive. Oh, someone's gonna rob me. And they are trying. But they were not born for the job. He tried to catch me. Oh, he caught me. Oh, they're catching me. God dang it. Wait. Okay, yeah. What if I turned into love? What if I vaped in your eyes? Wouldn't that be something? I'm punching the air right now. But literally. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. God freaking dang it. What is your opinion on beating people with bats? Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Feeling pretty good about it right now. But buckets is where it's at. But buckets, that's where the money is. Which I have made very clear that that is not my motive. But if it were, there's 2 beautiful quarters over here with your name on it. If you're an elk. Am I dead? Didn't even realize. Oh, God punished them for hurting me. Or they just got hypothermia from standing outside with their shirts open. Anyhow. I'm running through the 6 with my woes. Actually, he is running through the 6. And I'm sure, I mean, everyone's got their own woes. I'm sure he's thinking about something in the back of his mind. It's kind of funny. Okay. Oh my God, he's moving on him now. There we go. Where was that energy before with the big guys? Are you only good at beating up smaller guys? Smaller, gender ambiguous guys. I just want to pick up the bottle. I don't want to disco dance. Or watch a cutscene. Or have a friend. So let's avoid all that. We don't have to do this dance. Perfect. No more dancing. I'm out of here. Oh, God. Alright. He's pissed. And he should be... oh. I'm pissed. And I should be! Alright. I feel like we're getting the hang of this. Of not dying. And kicking him in circles. In his stupid fucking hat. Haven't seen you in 11 days. You were counting? I'm flattered. Where have you been? But don't think I'm not any less mad. Where have you been? Just kidding. It was my bad, probably. But don't worry, man. Daddy's home. And I'm talking about Scott Pilgrim, not me. I have no children. I'm beating up Rottweilers. I think. At the moment. He's beating up dogs. Is this allowed in Canada? Encouraged? Necessary? I don't know. Last time I was in Canada, I got very ill. Because there was a forest fire and Robbie slept with his window open and he got very ill. And then we all got very ill. It was pretty horrible. And I took too much Robitussin because I didn't know how much you were supposed to take and it felt even worse and weirder. So I assume that's what Canadians are normally doing. But when they're not beating up dogs in the street. Can you confirm or deny, Trent, if you're still here? What up, Whiskey Small? Oh God, what am I doing? There we go. Pick up this ice block. And kill this man. Bludgeon him in the street. Yeah, I'll shape your head into something right, buddy. You won't look like a scary monster from Warner Brothers movies from the 20s. Jesus Christ, stop it. Stop it right now. Kapow! Indeed! What does this do? Nothing? Pick it up. Pick it up. I'm gonna unbox this. On your face. You bastard, you. Just kidding. I'm gonna call this person to fight my battles. And then I'm gonna push the wrong button for a while and throw a snowball. Doing damage to my woes. To my foes. My foes are most of my woes right now. I don't have a problem with much people unless I have a problem with them. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Does that make sense? I killed that dog in self-defense. Hey, man. You don't gotta explain yourself to me. If it was self-defense, you definitely don't gotta explain yourself, because you already did. Oh, God. I'm killing this guy in self-defense. Don't let that cat watch. Perfect, perfect. And I'm taking the trash out. What the hell? I guess I deserved that. Blame a guy for messing around. Snowball. Wait, what? I was unprepared. Actually, I'm very prepared. This is fine. Oh, I was unprepared. Damn it. All right. I knew I should have brought a gun to a snowball fight. I was unprepared. New move. A-L-I? What does that do? What do you do? Push them at the same time? I don't know how these freaking things work. What do you want from me? I'm typing up my research paper. Is that it? I don't know. Who's to say? Put a little elbow grease in there. You'll be fine. Always good coming back. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. This is a pretty good game. I feel like I'm struggling. Oh, I'm almost dead, though. I wonder what happens when you die. I guess we'll find out. Building Legos while watching this? Nice, nice. Sounds like a vibe. Okay. I will not die. Oh, no. I will not die, and neither will my camera. That's a promise I can't keep. But the first one, maybe. Maybe there's just one of them. Maybe. Oh! Mr. Pilgrim, what I learned in boating school today is you cannot catch that shovel with your teeth. Please, don't be a hero. Are you going to stream tomorrow? Maybe. Why not? If the vibes are right, and they usually should be are. I don't know, I'm so bad at planning. I feel like the only thing that would stop me from streaming tomorrow is maybe if I committed to it. Okay. No. There's no time for that. No time for love right now. No, he's kissing me! Stop it! There was no time. Where did all these dudes come from? I just want to know. I just want to pick this up and not do what you're doing instead of me. Damn it, which is the button? It's I. You expect me to keep track of all my fingers? Do you know how much they've been through today? Ah! Imagine just hitting this guy with a shovel because he ran up at you. With ugly sunglasses from 2010. That actually is around the time when this movie came out, huh? That's kind of crazy. Don't use the gun, use the knife. Just have to use the shovel and the blunt objects. I feel like I've been surviving outside for an awfully long time. Do you think he'll find shelter soon? Or will he beat up 6,000 more men? Goodbye. Shopping district. Oh, we're just running. All right, get me out of here. Maybe I don't have to kill every civilian I see. Maybe I don't have to do that. Maybe I do. Then again. But we'll see. Maybe there's a time and place for killing, and here it is. Not that far away, albeit. I was hit by a bus, though, so. Didn't expect that, I guess. What the hell? Hands on my knees, ass shaking on my thought shit. That's the pose he's in. Bet that kid's an orphan. Who, Michael Cera? I don't know. Personally, I'm not sure. What up, Jacob Schneider? How's it going, dog? All right. So, I failed to complete level 1. Makes a lot of sense. Don't be late for the big show. I'm assuming I was very late for the big show. I'm assuming, but I don't know. Smash. Smash! Okay. No, no, no. Make nice with the trash. The trash is your friend. Throwing stuff is way faster. Kind of. I shouldn't have told them my secret. Smash! Okay. I'll just look threatening in the road. No one will dare cross my path. Too late. They already did. You guys don't want to see this. I'm glad it's off camera. That was not gonna be pretty. But if help finding this game, are there any other keywords I could type in? I think it's just on Steam. Oh no, you're talking to somebody else. My bad. Don't mind me. I'm just talking to the walls. All right, give me this, and then whack, and then whack. Okay, this is good. This is good. I like that. This is how you get quarters. And how you get wanted for murder. Being a real piece of work right now, buddy. You know that? Thank you. Alright, see ya. Gotta get going. Alright, I said I have to go. I have to go. I have got to go. God dang it. I was hit by the exact same bus, but in a much more impressive timing this time. Took me like an hour to get here last time. Could have sworn. Fucking... I hate this guy. He's an asshole. Catch that with your belly and smoke it. Over and over and over. And I'm picking you up. And I gotta pick you up. I can't. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm gonna try, though. Oh, I did. Oh, I did. God dang it. Can you just... Can you just... Who is this guy? The bus driver? Why is he so important? Do I have to fight these guys? I wonder. I want to, but I also wonder. Maybe I should have been the bigger man. And not texted back an angry emoji face. Excuse me? Pardon me, world? I'm in the pork. What the hell's happening? Where'd you gentlemen come from? This is bullshit. Just sitting in the corner throwing a bat. Do another reacting to videos video? I know, maybe soon. I don't know. I feel like I've seen everything at this point. What video should I react to? I'm sure there's some out there that would be cool. But I don't know. Oh my god. I can't wait till my teacher reads this report card. It's gonna say L-I-L-I-L-I. I'm the man, I'm the man. I'm the guy who beats the man with the man. What the fuck is my goal here? I just want to go to the show. Oh, he's kissing me. Quit making a boy pile on me. Fucking asshole. All right. I'm invincible or something. I'm beating up this guy. I'm getting beat up by this guy. There was 2 of them. I'm being boy piled again. This is the worst game ever. Just kidding. It's the best. It's just it's still a problem. Even if it's an amazing problem. I don't know if that's L or I. That's another problem that I'm having. Is that I cannot read. You're telling me this is gonna impact my ability to play the game too? This is why I never read the books. I couldn't. Okay, there we go. That's how you play basketball. So you should have just played it like this. Maybe you should have played it like this. I feel like that love thing just does nothing. It never gets me any friends. They don't love me back. That's fine. Oh God, you again. I feel like I could just run away from you. Oh, but you're a dog, so you're different. Oh! I'm a level 4 guy. K when attacked? Tap K? Wait, what? Oh, is it like a counter or something? Oh God, I was mauled by a dog. So you're telling me I'm getting stronger even though I'm failing to accomplish things. That's pretty lit. I like that. It's not gonna help me because I'm gonna forget. On purpose. In 2 seconds. Oh, I'm forgetting already. Oh, on purpose. Oh, I'm wiping my memory. Making it smoother. Really gotta get the wrinkles out of this brain of mine. Smooth those out. Those will buff right out. Can I could have sworn I knew the button. Oh, it's L. Ah! I had a box to share with you. No! I was gonna share with all of you. Don't give me a 10 punch to the back of the head, you piece of garbage. Don't sit on me. Who are these guys? Are they in a band of some sort? Because looking at your outfits, oh my God, do I not want to hear your music. What up, Sarah? Hope you're doing well. Oh God, you've caught me in the thick of it. In the thick of these men fistfighting me. For some unbeknownst reason. And this cat is really rooting for us. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Dead though, didn't matter. Oh. Dang it. Imagine just yoinking me off the freaking gravity floor. Just let me hit you with trash. I just want to hit this guy with some trash. Or a snowball, I guess. You gonna let me punch you in the belly? No fooling? A little guy like me, Michael Sarah? Yar! Someday I'll get somewhere. Snowball fight. Oh, dang it. I've been here. I think I suck at this, which is completely fine. Not everybody was made to brawl and pick fights and have honor to defend in the first place. I lie, cheat, and steal all the time. I've got no honor left. What am I fighting for? He's got a shovel. That's a good reason. I knew it was going to bite me in the ass if I didn't take care of that guy with the shovel. I knew it would quickly become another guy who looked the same with the same shovel. Similarly biting me in the same ass. Stay in life, YT, but Wagner says Ultimate Kitten rebranded his channel. What up, dog? Appreciate you for telling me. I'll try to remember that. Hope you're doing well, dude. Happy Tuesday. Oh, God. Okay. Somehow I'm still alive. Somehow I've got 80 fire. I wonder what that means for me. The fire in my loins. Okay. Shovel from God, thank you. I squandered it. Perfect. Perfect. Stop. Taking it. You piece of shit. What do you think the odds are that someone put that there for you? Pretty low. Pretty low, I guess. I would guess. I'm freezing to death. I told you should have worn a coat. You fucking buffoon. He's literally open mouth kissing me. Oh my god, that's like a 69, 69, 69. It's like a human centipede of... pissing me off. L, big L, hold this L, hold this 25 L's. Hold this 37 L's, just real quick. Yeah, hold that 52 L's, buddy, bozo. My buddy bozo. Welcome, welcome, I'm glowing. I'm glowing and I'm strong. And I'm capable, and I'm strong, and I've got a shovel. And I've got a shovel. I'm not glowing anymore, but I had a shovel, and I got it again. Fuck you. Fuck you. Come on. There we go. Oh, okay. Dude, this is freaking hard. It's way easier to watch the movie and not beat people up in the street. Shopping district. I've been here already. That guy's crying in the club. In the street in Canada. Oh! Stop it. This is what shit. Gentlemen. Ah! Stop it. Damn it. Am I dead? Yes. Freaking god dang it, dude. Alright, well. We'll get him next time, maybe. This is pretty cool, though. This is a fun game. Not really a type of game I would ever play for any reason. Unless it was Scott Pilgrim. Unless he was making this weird face. Which he is, thank God. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is back for its 10-year anniversary. Oh, that's why it's on Steam now, I guess. Okay. So the game is new. It just came out. I was right. Just came out. Brand new. Hot off the presses. Hot off the president. All right. One moment. Where? I'm the president. Time to bring out my silly, goofy mood. Oh no. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Ah, shit, here we go again. What up? I saw what you were doing. Don't even think. Don't even think I didn't see what I saw, but I don't know. I'm not actually sure. You're confusing me. Alright, what's the move? I kind of thought I would have been dead by now. I thought that MrBeast video would have given me a heart attack. of shorts in my sub box. It's like more than videos at this point. What up, Blaze444? Hope you're doing well today. Did I have anything else I wanted to react to? Big maybe? Why the hell do I look like that? What he doing over there? Curious. You played Inscription before? I have not. Have you? I mean, what is it? I don't know why my brain immediately went to, have you? Have you played it? That thing you're talking about? Dude, I did get the Xbox Game Pass. Whatever the hell that is. Apparently it means you get to play free games for, it's like a subscription model for games. But there's a lot of stuff on there that I'll definitely be checking out on future streams. Yeah, should be pretty freaking cool. I'm gonna get married soon. Crazy fiance? That sounds about right. I love that for you. Is it gonna be lit? How soon we talking? Like 2 or 3 minutes? 2 or 3 months? 20 minutes? React to my music? How do I do that? Go to channel. Alright, which one should I listen to? Lego Mortal Kombat Stop Motion? That's a good name for a song. Oh, you followed it up. Bad Moon Rising metal cover. Who's fire? Don't go around tonight, but found it Oh, on your other channel? So not this one? Listen, man, I just did what I did with what I had at the time. That was cool though. Better than I ever made when I was in MySpace bands back in the day. Inscription is an escape game, deck building horror game. It's a weird combination. Interesting. Not history, what is that? Where did my watch later? Is there anything good in there? I feel like I always put the dumbest stuff in here, if I'm honest.
So my dad is from England, and so I was raised on some classic English food. My dad was raised in post-World War II Britain, a time period of economic decline, bread rationing, and the worst culinary atrocities known to man. Many that still continue to this
Beans
day.
on toast?
Number one, we had
My roommate
beans
makes this
on
for some
toast.
reason. I didn't
Imagine this.
believe it was real
You
at
wake up
first.
on a Saturday when you're a little kid. You're pumped to watch some cartoons and maybe eat some pancakes. Oh yeah, I'm about to put whipped cream and chocolate sauce on.
That's a little much. Why does it do this?
See, back in my dad's time, all they really had was bread and canned food. That was it, and there's not much you can do with that. So most of the meals people ate during that time involved bread, beans, tomatoes, and other food you can stuff in a can. And when you have a whole generation of poor fucks raised on this shit, they go and teach it to their own kids. And then their kids teach it to their kids.
Yeah, that's messed up, man.
And then you end up with a whole subculture of British Instagram where people are posting breakfast pics of fucking beans on toast. And next
This is
we have
unacceptable.
Banana Buddies, another abomination involving bread.
I did not know this
was
existed.
sliced bananas between 2 slices of bread. It's literally just a banana sandwich. That's it. For number 3, we got Bacon Buddies. Now I swear,
If I was
by
a
Bacon
monkey,
Buddies.
my mouth
You
would
got
be
bacon,
watering.
You got toast. Combine the two, bacon buddy. This
That looks
legendary
okay.
meal is always there for me after a night out drinking. And next we got cheese toasty. And yes, this again is
That's
just
grilled
a cheese
cheese.
sandwich. But when
But
your
you
country
ruined it
was bombed
somehow
for
by
8
being
months straight,
British.
you gotta make cheese sandwich sound a little more positive and fun. But let me break down this naming system for these foods. Or rather, the lack of sensical naming system. So apparently it seems like buddy is just British slang for sandwich, or
I thought it meant
between
friend.
2 slices of bread. You know, you got the
But
bacon
maybe that's
buddy,
the USA
banana buddy,
definition.
But then that begs the question, what the fuck is up with cheese toasty? Why did they break the naming convention? Banana buddy, bacon buddy, cheese toasty? Why not cheesy buddy? No one knows. People start drinking in England at the age of 12. Who gives a shit? No rules. And then we have black pudding. This piece of shit food is a delicacy over in England, and it's literally beef blood and fat mixed with oatmeal. They were really running out of ideas with this one.
Let 'em
For number
cook.
6, we
Hold
have
on.
spotted dick.
All
This is
right,
what
never
happens
mind.
when your main tool for
He ain't
cooking
cooking
is a
shit.
giant
He
cauldron.
cooking
You just
spotted
throw
dick.
in
Don't
some
let him
dough,
cook.
Add in some water, and fuck it. Some of that
We'll put
leftover
up the
dried
spotted
out
dick in the
rotten fruit you
cauldron.
forgot about last week. It got its name because, well, British people think
What's up,
dicks
Sam?
are
I'm not
funny.
ignoring
Hey,
you on
man,
purpose.
You know
What did I
would make
miss?
these tasteless, flavorless, bland peas way better if we mushed them up so they look like fucking baby vomit. Oh, dude, I have an even better idea. What if we did that and then we put them on top of French fries?
I've never heard of any of these things, so it's extra hard to believe people do this.
Generation of people who think mushy peas are an acceptable thing to dip French fries into. Like seriously, what is this?
That
Get
looks like
this
the
out of my
Shrek
sight.
ketchup,
Number 8,
or
we
like
got toad in the
avocado.
hole. Now this is a perfect example of the laziness that lost Britain the great empire it used to have. You know how
See ya,
if you're
Gaga
from
Man
USA,
Pancake.
you've probably had
Have a good
pigs
night,
in
dog.
blanket
Thanks for
or
hanging
some
out.
form of sausage wrapped in dough.
Wait, that looks fire.
Apparently they're too good for that over there. They
Oh,
can't be
that
bothered
makes
to
sense.
individually wrap sausages. And let me explain something. The benefit of wrapping them individually is the ratio of sausage to dough. If you
And
just
the
toss some
carrying
sausages in
around, I
randomly
think.
into a pan
Oh,
of
they
dough,
fucked it
what if
up. I
there's
get
a whole
it. I get it.
section that's
You
just
caught me
dough?
up.
You don't want to take a bite of something and have it be just plain dough.
It does look like the old gross
Next is pot
SpongeBob
pies.
patty.
Now, this is the one thing England has going for it. When it comes to pot pies, England is the champ. There's really no
Yeah, okay.
competition. Last time I went to England, I got a beef pie in a random little shop on the street, and it was straight up an out-of-body experience. Well, anyways, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching.
All right, I don't know how I found that, but that was a good video about the British cuisine that I didn't even know existed, but I'm sadder now to know. All right, let me see the bizarre lore of Papa's games.
Papa's Game series has been
I've
a
never
beloved
even played.
collection
Well,
of
I think I
flash
have.
games
Have I
for
played the
millions of
Papa's
players
games?
since the
I must have
mid-2000s.
touched some of
Yet
them.
for years, nobody has tried to figure out how or why these games have the major events they do. Through over a decade of games, I believe that I have found
Watch
an
Sunny V2, I'm down.
inescapable
What
rabbit
video?
hole of plot that all trickles down into an ever-growing corrupt monopoly led by Papa Louie, a criminal mastermind who single-handedly
Caleb.
took control
I'm
of
not
this
ignoring
country
nobody
to
on
his
purpose. My
benefit.
bad, guys.
In this
If I
universe,
miss
he
your
is either
messages.
the most dangerous man alive or the most oblivious. This
Partially why is because I'm reading the restream chat and there's like 4 messages here, you know? So I'm not ignoring you on purpose, I promise.
series takes place in the fictional world called the Flipverse. Now, the Flipverse is a landmass of unknown size, yet it's large enough to have at least
Wait, what are they
3
even talking
planets.
about right
I
now?
was
The
initially
developers, maybe?
considering the idea
The
of the map
origin of
being
Papa? Where
1,000
Papa
by
go?
1,000
Where he
miles.
live?
The island is definitely large enough for a modernized society with multiple towns, as every game tends to be in a different major location. A more similar
Papa
comparison
really know how to
would be the
operate an
largest
international
island of
franchise
Hawaii,
or
for
two.
example, which would be slightly larger than 10,000 square miles. Also, assuming that the release date of each game is considered the point that the opening cutscene plays at each game, we can assume that at some point, likely years before the first game, in the town of Tastyville, Papa Louie opens a
This is going
pizzeria.
deep.
He names this pizzeria Papa's Pizzeria. At some point, Papa Louie decides to host a free pizza day, like the nice guy he is, which leads us to November 6, 2006.
Never forget.
Free pizza day has arrived. It's pretty nice of him to do this for the community, but Louie and Roy have a ton of
But
work
what are
to
his
make up
real
for.
intentions?
And as a result, Louie makes sentient pizzas on accident.
That is
And as
kind of messed up,
punishment,
Louie.
Louie, Roy, and over a dozen innocent customers are sent to Munchmore, a hell dimension which forces Louie to save all of his customers. At the end of this adventure, it's actually revealed that a sentient and evil onion named Sarge created the enemies with evil pepper in order
Yeah,
to
right,
ruin
I'm
free pizza day for his
Deep fried coffee?
This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Today we're going to deep fry some coffee.
Perfect.
Now,
I'm listening.
You might ask why. You probably
No, I'm
should
not
ask
asking why.
And I'll give you a couple
Just do
of
it.
different reasons.
Just tell me.
Firstly,
Just do
I
it.
kind of always wanted to do it.
I would never
seeing
question this idea.
Years ago on a forum, I think coffeegeek.com, someone had done it, and I was like, I should try that one day. And two, well, I think it would be kind of interesting. Allow me, just for a minute, to nerd out. In the world of coffee roasting,
Imagine saying
the
this to
best
me.
analogy in most kitchens is something actually like an air fryer. Now, the way a traditional coffee roaster works, a drum roaster, is that you've got a big spinning drum, a bit like a kind of washing machine, tumbling the coffee round as a big fan pulls hot air from the burners.
There we go. This is what where the video should have started.
Bubbling as whatever moisture evaporates turns
He was
to
playing
steam.
with his beans. I'm surprised they didn't end up on a piece of bread that had been put in the air fryer.
As it roasts, there'll be some CO2
Toasty
that
maker
comes out and stuff like
machine.
that, but
Funny little.
That's pretty gentle to start with.
How are you going to drink that?
Color-wise,
it doesn't look like coffee.
brown. We're going brown.
Maybe
It's
I
pretty
lied.
hard to roast by color. In a coffee roaster with the
Watching this on the
traditional drum
iPhone and
roaster,
iPad?
the very
Heck yeah.
exterior of the bean will be
Surround
a little bit darker than
sound.
the interior of the bean. Here, again, I'd expect the very outside to look a fair bit darker than the inside. I don't know how well the heat's transferring, but the bit
Probably
touching
pretty
the
poorly.
hottest spot, that's fatty and I know.
This inspired a lot of thought. Oh, he drank it.
And sign up for a free trial.
The most replayed. It was the Squarespace ad. That's what we wanted to know.
Do is you're going to dose 18 grams in, aim for 40 out in about 30 seconds, see how that goes. I'm going to paper filter it. I'm going to use the Weber Unifilter. I'm going to use a puck screen too.
Now you can freaking
We'll see
clog
what
your
happens.
arteries and wake up all at once with one shot.
Now,
Two shot
wasn't
go.
the first shot that I pulled, and every time I pulled shots, weird stuff happened. So this is actually
What kind of
as
weird stuff?
disgusting as it looks, one of the better looking shots. Now, a couple of things to note. The 18-gram dose obviously contained quite
Sonny
a lot of
V2
oil,
on
and
idiots that
so
got
in the
caught
sort of
hacking
basket,
live.
it's sitting really low
Yeah,
down,
I'm down.
like
One
a
sec.
kind of 16-gram dose. So, you know, that doesn't bode well for the amount of oil.
I don't really know what I was expecting from this video, but it just came up in my
weirdly cloudy, so
recommended.
obviously a lot has been emulsified in here, which
Take
would be
the
why
shot,
the
bud.
crema is non-existent, because oil is going to disrupt
What if he
the
took the
crema
shot and he
very
wasn't
effectively.
British anymore?
So even though this is paper filtered, I'd say that's a pretty greasy
Not
shot.
saying
It
that
looks
that
a
would
bit
be a
like,
good
you know,
thing.
like,
Just saying, what if it had an
bulletproof
effect
coffee,
we
the
didn't
butter coffee
anticipate?
goes the same kind of color. That's not
And
a bad
man, did he leave me nothing to work with in the background. It's all very sterilized. Wouldn't want anyone making any colorful commentary or there to be any colors behind me while I'm drinking my fried coffee alone in my British room. Where did this all go wrong?
Do you know?
Do you know? What's all this then?
Kind of got my hopes up after the filter brew. That wasn't that bad. That's
Bit of
bad.
a sounds like it was
okay,
bad.
don't-
Sounds pretty bad.
Don't deep fry
You're
your
choking
espresso
on it, sir.
beans. Don't do that. It is greasy. It is greasy in a way that the filter brew wasn't. That's disgusting.
All right, let's see the Sunny V2 situation. You said some sort of hacker video?
Like acidic, metallic,
Intense
harsh,
arguments in
unpleasant,
Joe
no
Rogan
sweet,
history.
no texture, greasy.
That's so
buttery in the
specific.
wrong
What the
kind
hell?
of way.
Doesn't he make like
Just
documentaries?
awful.
I'm kind of curious now. Oh, is this the Pizza Hut one? They haven't been doing so well. I'm
With
way
almost
more interested in
2,000
arguing with
episodes of
Joseph.
the Joe Rogan Experience, it's no surprise that there have been a couple of pretty heated arguments. And we're going to
What
kick
up,
the video
BB
off by
Warden?
looking at one between Joe and a guest by the name of Candace Owens, who
If I had a
initiated the
podcast,
conflict
no one
after
would ever
stating
yell.
in a
We would
very
all just
smug
get along and
way
vibe.
that humans don't need to care for the environment because climate change doesn't exist.
You don't think we have to care about the environment? Like, what do you
Not even a little bit. Like,
Not even.
Not
a little
even
bit?
sort of?
okay, let
We
me
should
let me
care way
clarify
less
this.
about the
I don't throw
environment.
trash
We
on the
should
ground.
disdain
I'm not
the
saying
environment.
like we need to like trash the environment. Like
Oh, she's
but
not joking.
Do I believe in climate change?
I was.
No.
She,
Joe pushed
she's
back
not
on
that
this
far
initial
off.
statement by
Okie
arguing that the
dokie.
topic was incredibly complex and that maybe Candace wasn't in a position to make this claim. Things became even worse when Jamie brought up a website to support Joe's side of the argument.
The vast majority, 87% of scientists, said that human activity is driving global warming.
Yeah, I don't believe this like at all. Just so you know.
Which resulted in Candace implying that they were specifically searching for data to support what Joe
fuck,
already
dude?
believed.
I guess look up the opposite, right? Instead of looking for what
But
you're
wait a
searching
minute,
for,
but
looking for what
why-
you're not looking for.
I didn't search for it. That's what I found when I searched it.
Joe then doubled down on just how detrimental the climate situation could be.
This could negatively impact all
This is
sorts
so
of coastal cities.
unnecessary.
This could be a gigantic problem.
So far.
This is not like propaganda that's drummed up by some sort of big business that seeks to make money off of this.
Yet Candace showed no interest
This
in
is
changing
one
her
of the
belief
most
on
heated
topic,
arguments in
escalating the conflict
podcasting
even
history.
further.
It gets a little less heated when you keep stopping them from yelling at each other and saying, and then they yelled at each other some more.
Global warming is real or not real.
Because
If
I
you
just
don't have a
find that
background
when
in it,
things
you don't
you're
understand
correct.
the
And
science,
then-
but why have a belief in it?
Right. So it's not a belief. It's not a
Do I
belief
have
in
a
it. I don't
dramatic
believe
sound
in it.
Joe was eventually able to get Candace to admit that she didn't
Good
really
enough.
know what she was talking about.
How about not have a belief until you really have
okay,
looked
so
at the
you
data?
would prefer if
I
my
don't believe in
language, as
nothing,
opposed to
Joseph.
admitting that I do not know this, I wouldn't die in
Joseph
this hill. I've never made a
Rogaine.
video. I've never made a public statement. You would have preferred if I had just started by saying,
I don't know.
I have no opinion.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You say
But
I
I
don't.
said I didn't know.
No, you say I don't believe in it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in it. You're saying really clearly that
Yeah.
you don't think it's real.
However, Eddie Bravo was significantly more stubborn, who found himself in an argument with Joe after refusing to let go of the idea that the Earth was flat.
Show me a
Space
real
satellite.
picture. Show me a real picture.
Listen, NASA
Find
does not have one of those satellites.
Fake.
Why does it look fake?
It
as
looks
fuck?
like something you'd see in a movie.
That's because when they do it in a movie, they try
What?
to make it look like this, which is what
man.
looks real. Why would it be fake?
Propaganda, man.
After Eddie kicked off the argument by claiming that every round picture of the Earth is fake, Joe continued the conversation by requesting to see a legitimate photo of a flat Earth.
Is there a photo of this flat Earth?
No, I don't. Like I just said again. That's
what I
there's,
asked.
Is
You
there a
can't
photo of
take
this?
no
a flat
photo
picture of something
the
that's
flat
also
Earth,
flat, dude.
from
Use your
space.
brain before
There's
you
no
talk.
photo of the round Earth from
That's
space.
not true. That's not
That's the
true.
truth. It's all
No,
fake.
those. Why do you say they're fake though?
There's-
What
they
evidence?
look
Do you
fake.
think
They
Joe
look
Rogan
CGI.
paid him to
But
make
you're not an
this video so
expert
that
in
he
imagery.
could look
After being
smarter?
backed into a corner, Eddie made the argument that the sources Joe was using were being paid for to keep the conspiracy going.
Where did you get this information?
Jamie.
Where did you get it?
Where'd I get what?
This information. Where is this coming from?
They're not arguing.
off
This
the
is just
internet.
Exactly.
based Joe
So,
Rogan
what is that
compilation type beat. Decline of Pizza Hut. This is the one you said, or was there a different one? Happers who went broke in stupid ways.
Before
Anything but
filing
Pizza
for
Hut, honestly.
bankruptcy, 50 Cent was spending $108,000 per month to rent an 18-bedroom mega mansion, while T-Pain's bankruptcy was so brutal that by the end of it, he had to borrow money just to buy Burger King. However, let's begin by talking about DMX, who had to file for bankruptcy on 3 separate occasions as he couldn't afford child support. You see, DMX had 17 children with 11 different women, and almost every child resulted in some kind of lawsuit or child support requirement. For example, DMX was sued for $1.5 million worth of child support in 2008 after a genetic test confirmed that he was the father of a previously unclaimed baby, which when combined with his declining music career resulted in his first bankruptcy filing. 4 years later in 2012, DMX was sued by a different ex-partner for a further $1 million worth of child support, and a year after this lawsuit he'd file for bankruptcy a second time. His third bankruptcy would occur in 2016, during which it would be discovered that DMX had racked up a further $1.7 million worth of unpaid child and family support, which accompanied $950,000 in bank debt and $1.7 million worth of tax debt. Since he had $0 in his bank account, DMX was sentenced to 6 months in prison for the child support, a further year in prison for
But
the
is this
unpaid
really a
taxes,
stupid
and was
way to
also
go
ordered
broke?
pay the
I
government
feel it's
$2.29
great to have
million in
17
restitution
beautiful
after he was
children
released
that you
from his
care
time
about
behind
equally to the
bars.
point where you
However,
can't
DMX
decide
never
who
had the
gets
chance
the
to
child
pay the
support.
amount back in full, as he
Or
died
whatever,
in
I don't
April
know.
2021, and despite his extensive family tree, DMX never wrote a will, meaning that his family was still involved in money-related legal battles even after he was dead and buried. Tiger was certainly better at managing his child support payments, although he
And his
definitely
chicken
had a
nugget
weakness
business.
when it came to luxury spending. After cultivating his career as a successful rapper, Tiger's name entered news headlines after he'd purchased a $200,000 Mercedes Maybach for his girlfriend, while being $480,000 behind in rental payments on a luxury Malibu
That's a nice,
home.
forgiving
As a
landlord
result,
you
Tiger
have.
was sued by his landlord, although he'd failed to show up to court as he was on holiday in Turks and Caicos. Yet this situation wasn't the only example of Tiger spending big in one area while being financially behind in another. For example, in 2016, while shopping for a new Bentley, Tiger's Ferrari 458 was repossessed in the parking lot.
Maybe he was
as
trading
Tiger
it
hadn't
in to
been
the
paying for
government.
loan.
I
Despite
don't know,
this,
dude.
Tiger
It
would
could
go
be
on
a
to
rich
purchase
people thing.
another
Maybe they do it all the
Mercedes
time.
Cadillac, as well as a Land Rover, a Rolls-Royce Ghost, and a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, all of which were repossessed for non-payment, while he was seen looking at a
repossessed to their new
Lamborghini.
owners.
In addition to this, Tiger was sued by a second landlord for $181,000 after once again missing rental
Imagine
payments
trying
in
to slander my
2016,
favorite rapper.
which was followed by a third property-related lawsuit in 2020, where Tiger had racked up over $200,000 in damages and unpaid rent on yet another rental property. It was then revealed that Tiger was being court-ordered to pay for $200,000 worth of unpaid jewelry, which accompanied the accusation by his ex-girlfriend Black China that he'd been missing child support payments. And just to add a cherry on top of the cake, while all of this was going down, Tiger was in $890,000 worth of tax debt to the government. Despite all of this, Tiger is still seen flexing a lavish life on social media, which is a luxury unavailable to rap producer Scott Storch, who blew through $70 million in less than 3 years. Scott had earned this money by producing for some of the biggest names in music, including Kanye West, Dr. Dre, and Jay-Z. Yet Scott Storch's insane net worth began to diminish after he'd purchased an insane supercar collection,
30 cars,
imagine paying taxes for real,
Ferraris and all that kind of stuff,
as well as a $10.5
I love paying my taxes.
mansion
Sometimes I
where
pay
he
it
housed
twice
more than
just to be
20
sure.
staff, including a boat captain, just in case he wanted to go out on his yacht.
The captain was on full-time staff?
Yeah.
In case you want to take the boat out?
Yeah.
And the boat was how many bedrooms?
7.
7-bedroom boat, worth about how much?
20 million.
20 million.
Scott went on to explain just how much this lifestyle was costing him.
My monthly overhead for my household employees was somewhere in the neighborhood of $1 million a month I was spending.
And that if he continued to work, there wouldn't have been any problems, although this isn't what he would do.
It went from me working and delivering to doing drugs and not going to the studio.
I just stopped working, and then I got depressed and jaded.
As mentioned, Scott stopped making music and instead began to get addicted to the nightlife in Miami. And with no money coming in plus $1 million a month going out, it was only going to be so long before Scott hit zero. By
most people would be broke in like 30 seconds.
After having a net worth of $70 million,
Quick math.
Scott had filed for bankruptcy. 6
I'm
years
currently
later, Scott would file for
experiencing a fever
bankruptcy a
dream.
second time, claiming to have a
What do you mean?
grand total of $3,600 of assets to his name, $100 in cash, $500 in clothing, and a $3,000 watch. Most shocking, his music companies are valued at $0, and in 2014 he made a grand total of only $10,000. Throughout this hardship, Fat Joe was one of the only rappers to keep their friendship with Scott, possibly because Fat Joe went through a similar situation himself. Fat Joe had earned $1.18 million in 2007, $1.28 million in 2008, $265,000 in 2009, and $630,000 in 2010. However, despite having made this $3.3 million in only 4 years, Fat Joe failed to pay taxes on it. He was able to come up with $718,000 and had also done extensive charity work. However, this wasn't enough to satisfy the judge, who sentenced Fat Joe to 4 months in prison.
Fat
Despite taking
Joe,
personal responsibility
I'm sorry,
for his actions
but you
by
haven't done
stating,
enough.
there was a lot going on in the years that I didn't file my taxes, but it was my responsibility. Less than 4 years later, Fat Joe entered news headlines again after the IRS revealed that he still owed them $1.1 million in taxes. However, this number was absolutely nothing in comparison to Fat Joe's friend Lil Kim, who owed almost 4 times more and became, quote, too poor to file for bankruptcy. Lil Kim wasn't
Are they
nearly as
really
successful
friends,
as
or
some
are
of
you
the
just
other rappers featured
pulling
on
the
this
wool
list.
over my
However,
eyes
this didn't stop her from
with those
purchasing a
smooth
$2.3 million
transitions?
mansion back in 2002, notably with the help of a
So many
mortgage.
questions about
Throughout
what
the
do I choose to
2000s,
go
Kim's
to?
music career slowed dramatically, and by
If
2018,
you got a question,
Kim
I've
was
got an
filed
answer,
for
Jacob.
bankruptcy,
Fret
and she
not.
still owed the full $2 million on her
It might be the
property,
wrong
despite
answer,
the 16 years
but
that
I've
had
got it.
passed. In addition to this, Kim now owed $1.85 million to the government for 13 years worth of unpaid taxes, which accompanied a further $185,000 in unpaid legal fees. The bankruptcy became even worse after discovering that by 2018, Kim was earning a comparatively small $18,000 per month, of which $2,000 went to staff, another $2,000 went to clothing, and $10,000 went to
You buy
travel
me food?
fees, meaning she
For
had
real.
less than
Kim
$4,000
Kardashian will have
per
a number
month to
2?
dig herself out of $4 million worth of debt. Somehow Lil Kim managed to, quote,
I mean,
get
Lil
her
Kim
finances
Kardashian?
into good shape, and her bankruptcy filing was dismissed. However, MC Hammer wasn't quite so lucky. Despite having the 5th best-selling
Wait,
hip-hop album
did he
of
not
all
pay
time,
taxes
which
either
sold
despite being
17
rich and
million
powerful?
copies and featured songs such as You Can't Touch This, MC Hammer wasn't able to stay out of financial trouble. He bought more than 17 luxury cars, a private jet, 2 helicopters, and 21 racehorses. Some
That's
of the
too
horses
many
were valued
racehorses,
at
Mr.
around
Hammer.
$1 million. Most of his expenses, however, were on his home. He bought a property in Fremont, California for $12 million and spent another $30 million on renovations to turn it into his dream home. He added a bowling alley, basketball court, baseball field, recording studio, movie theater, 17-car garage, tennis courts, and 2 swimming pools to the 40,000 square foot mansion. One of the pools was shaped like his signature baggy pants that came to be known as hammer pants.
This is
he
the
added
best part of this
several
video.
marble statues of himself
What
throughout
the
the
hell?
property and installed a gold
Why has
hot
no one
tub
ever
in his
told me that
bedroom.
MC
And to
Hammer
keep
had special
everything
hammer
running
pants?
smoothly, he employed a staff of nearly 200
And one of his pools was
people on
shaped
the
like them.
property, which cost him an estimated $500,000 a month. Unsurprisingly, less than 5 years later, MC Hammer had filed for bankruptcy, at which point it would be revealed that he hadn't only spent his entire $70 million fortune, but had also taken on a further $13 million in loans, which had been borrowed from over 200 different lending institutions. Despite having spent a total of $42 million on his California dream home, the property resold for only $6.5 million. However, if we're on the topic of expensive homes being repossessed by the bank, we need to talk about Birdman, who's ranked as the 15th richest rapper in the world with a net worth of $110 million. But this is what makes Birdman's story unique. If he was worth over $100 million, why was his Miami mansion being repossessed by the bank for non-payment? Birdman had purchased the home back in 2012 for $14.5 million, yet by 2017 a foreclosure suit had been filed by the bank, and quote, all personal items within the home, including platinum records gracing the walls, a pool table, and dozens of pairs of shoes, were all confiscated and placed in storage. The mansion was eventually sold by the bank for $10.85 million in July 2020. However, Birdman's lawyer has come out to explain the foreclosure, stating that it was the result of illegal loan terms set by the bank, so perhaps take Birdman's bankruptcy with a grain of salt. However, there's no ambiguity around how T-Pain went broke, as he's now come on multiple podcasts to explain just how brutal his bankruptcy was. T-Pain had built up a net worth of over $40 million at his peak in 2007, with all of his closest rap friends advising him that as long as he kept rapping, the money would keep on coming in.
Everybody before me that I had to look up to, they were just like, no, this is great. Once you start rapping, it's
What
just
is
money.
Pete's
All the time.
painfully
Nothing
dull
bad's ever gonna
name
happen.
are
Your
we
family's not gonna
watching?
come after you. Just rap, and
He
it's
got
just girls
astray.
and swimming
He
pools
caught a
after
stray
this.
For this reason, his spending began
Yeah,
to
I
get
can't
out
really
of
tell
control.
what money means anymore. He said too many different numbers.
$2.1 million.
And then you, very shortly thereafter, you sold it for, all they gave you was $800,000.
Yeah.
So it was like renting a car.
He had those
for $1.3
sunglasses for real? I have those in my car.
With the purchase of his Bugatti accompanying a $400,000 chain and houses for his workmates.
I got this house I want to get. I got this other house for my assistants and, you know, all my runners and my producers and stuff. So we bought a house after that and we just started going crazy with the money. I wasn't paying attention to it.
Which was extra bad as T-Pain never even checked in on how much money he had.
Just have one place that you live and then stop.
I was led to believe that
How to be rich.
It's only gonna grow. Because these rappers told me that I'm just gonna make money forever. It's just gonna keep going up and up.
In the process, T-Pain began to create less music, and within a few years, his accountant was advising him that he was almost out of money.
And that he was like 6 inches tall in his own hand. He probably got to make some
While
changes.
T-Pain seemed confident that he had plenty of cash left, reality set in for him after he'd have to borrow money just to buy food.
When you say you was broke, you had like $0 broke?
I had to borrow money to get my kids Burger King.
What's the most you ever had in the bank at one time?
They eat a lot of alcohol for breakfast on this podcast.
However, T-Pain was lucky to get away with a loss of only $40 million, as the final person on our list makes this number look like loose change, 50 Cent. 50 didn't only release the 10th
Mr.
best-selling
Sonny, that's
American
why they
hip-hop
pay him the
album of all
V2 bucks.
time, but he also made over $100 million on a vitamin water investment, plus a further $78 million from a luxury underwear deal. In the late 2000s,
I could
50
not
Cent
name
made an
any
estimated
luxury underwear
$300
brands.
million in only 2 years, so when it announced that he was filing for bankruptcy in mid-2015, with debts totaling over $32 million, the entire world was thinking the same thing. How did this happen? Well, after 50 Cent uploaded a sex tape with
I let
Rick
my
Ross's
son
girlfriend, 50
play
was
Subway
successfully
Surfers.
sued
He
for
spent
$7
all my money.
million, which accompanied another court order for 50 Cent to pay $17 million to a headphone manufacturer after one of their collabs went sour. 50 Cent's clothing company G-Unit Clothing then fell out of the spotlight, which accompanied the closing of his movie company G-Unit Productions, as well as his boxing company SMS as promotions. Throughout the whole process, the global financial crisis had taken a toll on the value of 50 Cent's investments, and by 2015 he was earning a comparatively small $185,000 per month. You could certainly argue that this was enough for 50 to get back on his feet.
Imagine.
However, $108,000
being so
of his
down
monthly
bad.
income was going toward an 18-bedroom mega mansion, while the remaining $77,000
Not
was
even
going toward
200K a
menial
month.
expenses such as his gardener, with bankruptcy documents revealing that 50 Cent still owed money to his stylist, fitness coach, and even his barber. Despite this, he began to troll on social media with posts such as this one, spelling out the word broke with $100 bills, and within 2 years, 50 Cent had paid back $23 million worth of his $32 million debt. 50 Cent eventually got back to zero, and according to Google, has built up a net worth of $40 million over the last 5 years.
I don't believe you. How about that then? Nah, I'm only joking. He probably did it. Good job, 50 Cent. Good job making all those dollars, I guess. What up, Miku? How goes? Only a loss of 40 million. For real. For real. He'll bounce back. And he did. What do we got here? What do we got here? I don't even know. Balls? Big if true? Can you say ag? Absolutely. Ag, 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 ag. Hello. We up. Bruv guy. Thanks for the cheer, dog. Hope you're doing well today. Happy Tuesday. Sorry, I'm just scrolling YouTube, seeing if there's any stuff to watch. But I'm the most indecisive man. And my recommended is very random, TBH. Actually, this looks kind of interesting. Hold on. What is this? This guy made Crossy Road in first person?
You probably know the popular mobile game Crossy Road. It's basically endless
from
Frogger.
2022.
But I mean, it's not very exciting and the stakes seem pretty low when you're just watching and controlling from above. So, I'm going to remake Crossy Road, but in first person where you see through the eyes
Make
of
the chicken have a gun.
Or in this case,
and then we'll
a
talk.
bean. Let's see what happens. The reason I'm making this game is because I saw this 3D animation from a few years ago of what it would be like to play Crossy Road in first person. And honestly, it looked really fun. So for this, I'm going to take a lot of inspiration
that'd be a good
from that video.
VR
and
game.
Hopefully I'm going to be able
I would
to create
love to
something
know what
pretty
it
fun.
feels like to get hit
Just
by a
like
car.
In every first person game, I created a bean, or capsule, I guess.
Shiver me timbers, cold face.
Shiver me timbers, cold face.
Then gave it a first
Big if
person
true.
movement script.
What is a
I
cold
could now
face?
freely walk
I
around
need to
and
open up
jump
the
and
Twitch
stuff, which was
thingy.
pretty cool. But in Crossy Road, you can't actually freely walk around and jump and stuff, and instead your movement is limited to this kind of grid-style movement. To try and add this at first, I copied this function which snaps an object to a grid of a certain size, and I mean it did work, but it didn't
Shiver
let
me
me
timber.
move
Oh
around
yeah, he was
properly.
just cold. I gotcha.
So I had to come up with a solution of my own. I tried a
So
few different
icy.
things, but what I ended up doing was storing a target position, which when the player presses an input key, will be moved somewhere else on the grid, and the player will just always move towards it.
I would have glued a GoPro to a chicken
I
and
also made
throw
the
him
player
into
jump a
traffic.
bit
I
when they
freaking
moved,
fucked up
like
on
in the
both
original game,
parts of that
and now
joke.
the movement was working perfectly.
It was God trying to stop me.
Now I needed to start work on the actual game part of the game. As you might have seen, in Crossy Road there's trees which block your way and you can't walk through them. So I hopped into Blender and attempted to recreate a couple of them, and I think they turned out fairly well. The only problem is that after putting them into the game, you can literally walk through them. To
Walking
prevent
like
this,
a
I used a
carnation.
raycast to check if there was a tree in a specific direction, and if there was, movement in that direction would be blocked. Next, I had to make one of the most essential features of Crossy Road.
Don't worry, I
Cars,
won't
which kill
copyright
you if
strike
they
you.
hit you. Because of the voxel style
Appreciate
design
you.
of the cars, I couldn't really make
Not
them in
copyright
Blender
striking
very
me is pretty
easily.
based, if
So
I do say
downloaded
so
this other
myself.
voxel art program which allowed me to copy the design of this purple car pixel by pixel. And it actually looks quite good in the game. I thought it would be much harder to make models this accurate.
New whip,
Now
just
all
pulled
I had
up.
to do was make a script that spawned the cars every few seconds, and also a script that made the cars just constantly move forward to make it seem like
All
they're
I've got to
driving.
do is make the
I
game
then made
work,
the
and then
cars
we've
kill
got the
you and
game
knock you
working,
on
right?
Tiles, or
That's what he's saying,
probably
pretty
the
much.
Rivers and trains. The rivers basically have these logs which flow down the river.
not much of a
which you
game
can jump
designer
across in order
myself.
to cross the river. I created a log
Down
model
the river,
which I made move down
water
rivers
down
and made
by
it
the
so that
river.
the player's grid movement is disabled when they're on the logs, so that they move with them. I really liked the way this was turning out, so I also added a bit of an animation to them and some wood creaking sounds, and it was pretty fun. I quickly made this truck model with different truck sounds, which is even bigger and even more scary when it hits you. Okay, now for the feature I've been putting off for a while, the trains. Do you see how big this model
this is pretty cool.
Look at all the individual pixels that I will have to shape and
I'd
paint.
play it.
Unless, of course, I happen to come across a free model online, which is exactly what I need. And that's what happened. So I chucked it into the game on a train track model I made, and made it spawn every few seconds. I then added this little warning like in the actual game where this sign goes red and it plays a cool sound. So you can keep track of your progress amid a score counter, a death screen which shows your high score,
And you got hit by the car, let's go!
You probably think the game is finished now. I
Yes.
mean, what else is there to add?
Nothing.
Well, in this game you can stop or go backwards and nothing will happen. But in actual Crossy Road, you can see that if you slow down, this eagle will come out and get you. So, yep, you guessed it, I added a giant eagle which follows you to
What
make
up,
the
dog?
pressure a little bit more intense. And
Imagine
now the
being
game was
employee of the
finally
month.
finished.
Word on the street is Austin makes the best teeth in town. Alright, this looks sick, but I'm getting motion sick watching the video, so I feel like it would kill me. But that's my own weakness's fault, right? Looks pretty cool. This guy, Dev Banana, made that video, if anybody is interested. Shouts out. I'm the best at the teeth game. Hell yeah. That's what I heard. Alright, boys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. This was a fun stream. Kind of random, but fun nonetheless. I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I think. I mean, who knows, but that's the plan. I'm just calling back to earlier when I said that I was indecisive, and I still am. Haven't decided to not, I don't know what I'm saying. Thank you guys for freaking watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. It helps me out a lot. I always appreciate it. If you're watching this as a YouTube video later, and I'll see you tomorrow. Drop a follow on Twitch, YouTube. Just got here. My name's Austin, but yeah, but friggin' my name's Austin. But I got distracted again. What am I saying? I don't know. I'm sucking my own shoddy.
I regret everything.
Thanks for watching, boys. Have a good night.